Maybe somebody might be looking at this and think, what is this old man doing here, sitting here, just talking on camera right now? And there's just a few things that run through my head, and I kind of like to do these in just a spontaneous fashion. And the reason why is just because, like, I just feel a lot better when I do these things. In the end of it, um, um, basically, how like I've just gotten to a point in life where it's like, I don't know, I've had a day where I just for one, didn't get in a competitive frame. Like most of the day, lapses of it. And why? Why would you not want to be in such a competitive frame at times? The reason is because that's what everybody else is doing, and it just seems like it's just like there's just like very hard. It's like a very hard frenetic energy, like all around me, and then all around obviously um, somebody else, and I had a few things, I was surprised, but again, it's kind of how we frame stuff, you know, and we frame stuff to our liking. We don't necessarily have like XYZ problems. Like when our mind wants to shift and focus on something that we would think like, because right now my mind's trying to focus on something that I would think would be negative. And when we really just like focus on just giving, like number one, like a Christian would, or like a Muslim would, or like all like just spirituality, just in that terms of even just the intention of the thought of just giving to someone, how you really feel so much better about yourself and what you're and almost like there's nowhere to go other than like the present moment. And when you start to understand this, it's like, it's literally about what you're doing in the now. It seems like whatever that is really the only thing that matters. And I like just doing, just a handful of different things, and I've, I still have some other that I'm, still evolving in. And I think we evolve until we, die, honestly. And that's why I think two things are really important um, in our entire lives. And I think just being a lifelong learner, number one, and then number two, just like giving towards other people, because what it does is it like really helps people, and really, and you get that sense, you get that mental clarity, and your eyes start to light up, and then your brain starts to light up, in a very genuine sense of it, and um so right now I'm just, over in Glendale, California, and I'm just being the best version of Zach that I can be, and just just enjoying the day. So I look over there, and there's just, you know cars going by, blue sky above, and the sun at our backs, and the wind that is everlast. I like to get a little poetic there, but at the end of the day, I just realized that everything's not about, you, and everything's not about me. And so when you realize that, and you're still going about your whatever your goals are, towards the end of things, I think that the goals are at the end of the journey, just not just every step of the way is supposed to be completed of a goal. And when you start to realize this stuff, and you start to be on the purpose of life, right? And whatever your purpose is, whatever fills you up on the inside of fulfillment, the things that like one would even think that was bad are not even bad. They're just stuff that happens um, along the journey. And I think one thing, the best thing we can do is just be present to the moment, and enjoying them right now. I just don't know, like, and what's, one way, or maybe even a few different ways. Um, Really, all ways to get present right now is, I think, just looking at a tree. Um, always getting that other touch, always getting that other side of you. When things get rocky on the inside. Um, but yeah, when you can just observe nature the way that it is, you know, swinging outside like next to a tree, um, observing everything like it's just a merry-go-round on the daily basis. You know, watching a few birds. I like to watch hawks. I like to watch hawks. Roaming around. I like to watch birds. Bees, trees, whatever it is. You name it. And really, the stupid thing about it is those things that we might take for granted for really just seem to open up our eyeballs again, and really allow us to be a lot happier on the inside. So I'm making this is more of like a very chill kind of video, and it's more of just a relaxing thing, and I think it's good to just talk about life, just in terms of you know everything doesn't have to be so perfect, and always like this reminder, you deserve to be loved just where you are in life, and that's what I try to remember every day, that I deserve love, that I deserve happiness and joy, and those things, because it's a game, it's a spiritual game, it's a spiritual battleground here on earth, and that's really what's even the buildings that exist right in front of your very eyes. It's really not even that real. Okay. Those things are just a those things are just there. Those things are just temporary. Same thing with other places, like going to a church or something. Maybe people feel more entitled to get holy when they go to church. But really, it's just like the spiritual ground is right there. And when you understand that, when you're on the you know I just think it's so much more pleasant when you look at things in just the light. There's not this intensity, there's not this friction, there's not this need to compete, and um, to crush each other, and so yeah, I think I'll just title this appearance and why. That was the last video actually I made before this one. But I'll probably title this just things, just spiritual stuff, I don't know. I'm generally not, doing these videos because I think they're gonna get like. I don't do things because of they're gonna get views or not. I generally do these things because I genuinely and authentically like doing these things. Because why? Because it's helpful. It's helpful, getting your voice. I mean, if you looked, which the majority would judge, I haven't shaved. I haven't cut my hair in so long, but I really don't care. I really don't care because I realize, when it comes to the text of the religion of Buddhism, of you know, the Quran, Christianity, really what every one of them talks about and the way to enlightenment is to just be be non-judgmental, right, towards other people and love them and genuinely care for them and whatever they're doing, um, so in the end life can be so much more pleasant, so much better than what it is before. And yeah, so everything's just so freaking easy, you know. So just I don't know. Al Davis said it best. Just win, baby, win.